Hello everybody, and welcome back to what will be the final instalment of the Keelcraft Ladybird build. I say final instalment of the build, and the very last one will be the maiden flight, but I have to wait until Roy returns from his vacation for that. And when he does, rest assured that you'll see what happens. The last thing that I'm going to do, last few little jobs, I've just fuel-proofed the model. The engine bay area has been fueled with a 2-pack epoxy, just a cheap one that comes from one of the budget shops. It's been thinned down with some methylated spirits, and that's been painted inside the engine bay and around the firewall. And the whole model has been given a light coating of this satin-proof finish, which is fuel resistant. It's made by Guild, as you can see. I've used it on the Junkmeister build. I'm sure it'll do the job, but diesel models do tend to be very dirty things. And as you can see, rudder's installed, and so is the elevator. So I have to make some collets to hold the wheels on, and I have to make some mounting blocks for the inside of the cowling so that it can be removed if needed at a later date. And I'll pause it here, and then the last thing you're going to see is everything put together, the model completed. I am waiting for a battery, but other than that, it's ready to put to one side until Roy returns from his break. There you have it, folks. I'm calling this build done. It obviously needs a prop up front, and I'm waiting on a battery to be delivered. And then the final part of the equation is Roy coming back from his vacation. If you don't know, you can check out on a previous video, Roy gave me this kit around Christmas time. He said it was from his dad's collection. It was never going to get built by him, and he thought I would like it. Well, it's been a really interesting build, challenging one, mainly because of this part of the model at the back. But that's all part of the fun, and it's the sort of thing that I really find enjoyable. Converting it from a free flight model to RC has had one or two little challenges. The main one being, where does the radio gear go? I've put the servos at the rear, and I've had to make an access hatch underneath which slides off. I think I can demonstrate that very easily. It's got a taper on here so it doesn't fall out the front of the magnet here. I have to finally locate the receiver once the battery arrives. There it is, back on. But I'm determined that it doesn't fly until Roy's here. He needs to see it and see what happens, good or ill. I hope you've enjoyed this build. I certainly have. I've had an opportunity to experiment with doculam and tissue, and with the water shrinking method over the doculam. It's something that gives a real vintage feel, but a more robust and puncture-resistant surface than tissue alone would do. So it's something I would certainly do on one of these vintage models again. I hope you've enjoyed the journey. I've got another build waiting in the pipeline to start, and I hope you stay in tune to find out what that's going to be. And you can do that by subscribing, so please do so if you haven't already. If you don't mind, give it a thumbs up. That helps share the work that I do and the modelling that I do. And I hope it's inspired some of you out there to have a go at doing some building. There's far more to this hobby than simply the flying part of the fun, although that's extremely important, of course. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody. Good flying, sweet landings. Bye for now.